Here's a quick short story about a husband who is rightfully ending his marriage with his wife after finding out that she was making out with some other dude, some bartender. But as you're going to find out, she is a master of trickle truth, so as time went on, he got more and more what was going on with her. Even so much as her saying that she wants to be an SLUT and the freedom to be that way. And now this guy's going the whole process of the divorce and really learning about how she's not at all a very nice person. Let me going to go over here, guys, once again proving that you need to spend years getting to know your girl before getting serious with her. Otherwise, gals can put on an act, and guys can put on an act too for women, but this is a men's channel, so I'm focusing on stories for men. And if you don't, you can marry her and then see who she really is and have your heart broken and all your money taken, and it's a big freaking mess. Title: Truth Trickle and Impending Divorce Still Live Together. And shout out to Hale for sending me this short story. He says, in January, my soon-to-be ex-wife admitted to drunkenly kissing a bar owner the week before. Goodbye. Things seemed salvageable at first, but then started the trickle truth, and I thought stopped when she said, we should divorce because I want to be a SLUT. Yes, those were her exact words. They came the day of our second and final marriage counseling session on Valentine's Day. Oh, the irony. At least she's honest, but ouch. Feels like salt in the wound. I'm going to read that again. He got the trickle truth, and then she says, I want to divorce because I want to be SLUT. Yeah, that's got to hurt. Okay, have fun. Even this morning, the trickle continues. Of course, that's how the trickle truth works. She has a male friend I was suspicious of. She swore it's completely platonic, but I never believed her. Well, you should have trusted your gut and took that further. No male friends, guys. If you're married, They can be acquainted, but they ain't hanging out. They ain't texting or socializing or any of that crap. No. The friendship started around the time she started acting differently in October, and my cheater spidey sense started tingling. Apparently, she tried initiating sex with him the day after counseling, but he rejected her because she's a mess. Women can't take rejection. Honestly, I don't believe that, but I hope it's true. And I hope it bruised her ego. She's sworn that while she wants a divorce, to sleep around guilt-free, she hasn't done anything with anyone, even though she's tried. I don't believe that either. So, okay, let's just say for argument's sake, she wasn't piped down. But she admits that she certainly tried to. So, it's like, yeah, you know what, that's pretty much just as bad. I don't think she can handle the guilt of knowing how much she hurt me and isn't admitting anything because of that. I don't think she cares, dude. She's always had a strong guilty streak, and I think she gets uncomfortable when she realizes that she's really hurt someone like a normal person would. You mean she can't deal with accountability? Surprise. But then she'll lie, manipulate, and tell half-truths to avoid taking responsibility for her behavior. Again, the joke about the gals and accountability. I've caught her doing this with other things before. Should have been a huge red flag. My mistake, I guess. So there are lots of red flags. And it's like, whenever I go over these stories, and people tell these things, it's like, this can't be the first time she's done something. There's always had been red flags. The problem is, these guys don't know what red flags to spot. It hurts knowing what she did, not believing what she says she hasn't done, and we still live together too. There's a couple of house repairs I need to make before we can list it for sale. I've been pretty depressed and anxious and have trouble starting. Turns out I have some major abandonment issues and some attachment stuff that makes this really difficult for me. Well, that could be part of the problem. Now, she's an a-hole. I think we can all agree on there. But the fact that he says he has abandonment issues and attachment stuff, I'm sure that has come out over the years in things that he's said, things that he's done, which screamed insecurity in her language and therefore turned her off. You know, no gal is going to be attracted to a guy that behaves like he's needy and that she is his only reason for living. So, I mean, she's the a-hole in this story, but I'm sure he's made mistakes. I'm in therapy, at least, but being in the same house has been really hard. We can't afford a second place, and neither of us have anyone we could stay with. I mean, she can go stay with that friend of hers, but that she totally didn't sleep with for all I care. Yeah, why isn't she staying with him? Sounds like he's not exactly a friend. How do I deal with seeing her leave the house at night, knowing she's already had a few drinks and is off to the bar to be easy? It feels incredibly rude and disrespectful given how much he's hurt me and lied. Is it too much to ask her to keep it in her pants till she has her own place? Not that I would trust her anyway, I guess. Dude, she doesn't care. She, for whatever reason, she's a total narcissist, sociopath, doesn't care about who she hurts. Or in her mind, you've displayed weakness and she wants to punish you for it. Who knows? But the marriage is over. And I'm sure it's heartbreaking. And you said you got attachment issues. But you got attachment issues to the wrong person. You know, maybe you're codependent. I don't know. But let her go out. You know, at the end of the day, whether she's in the same house as you or not, she's going to do the same thing. But I would just try to get through this as fast as possible. My life is changing against my will. It's for the better, but I never saw this coming 6 months ago. It's just a shock, and my future will take a pretty significant hit. Selling the house means I can't afford another one, and I can't afford to buy her out. We, mostly I, worked really hard to buy this place. I put a lot of time, money, remodeling. It's objectively cute and cozy as hell, and I'm proud of it. That's the worst part. He put all the majority of the money and the time and effort to renovate it, make it look good. He's proud of it, and now he's got to give it away. You know, sell it, and they split the difference, which usually happens in divorce. I'm feeling really inadequate and rejected. My life is being upended. I never thought the person I loved and trusted the most would betray me this badly. So before I go into comments, I'm going to say to this guy, as much as your heart's being ripped out, you're obviously relatively young, you will be able to move on. Even if it doesn't seem like that's possible right now. But you got to accept reality for what it is. The worst thing is when guys don't accept reality and keep trying to hold on to a BS reality in their eyes. You need to embrace people that care about you. Take it one day at a time, but talk to your lawyer if you've done so. I think in the comments I saw something that he talked to the lawyer already, and take it one step at a time and accept it's over. But until people accept reality and go into the acceptance phase, they suffer. You know, but he has to go through the stages of grief, of denial, anger, what else? Depression, all that type of stuff, until he can finally start. What's the other one? Negotiating or bargaining, until he can get to the acceptance phase and move on. And he will. But this goes to show, guys, I mean, you got to be very careful who you get involved with, pay attention to the red flags, etc., etc. Now, he, in the comment section, added more information, which I'll read here about his situation. He also says, I wish I could kick her out. Her dad was and still is a huge cheater, cheated on her mom all through her childhood, and cheats on his new spouse too. It's weird because she always judged him for that. I told her she should tell his new wife about the trip he took to Vegas with another woman, but she never did. Covering for the old man. I guess the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. There you go. Her dad's a big cheater, and she claimed she hated that, but now she's a big cheater. Another one. We had a brief chat last night. She's been manipulating me into feeling sorry for her. Last night she told me she doesn't think she has empathy. She's probably right. Of course she's manipulating you, trying to get probably the best deal she can in the divorce. This guy needs to hire a female divorce attorney who knows how women work and will have a problem, you know, going to the mattresses, if you will, like they say in The Godfather, because typically a male lawyer may not be as vicious because he'll seem like he's harming that poor, helpless wife. Another one. Travel is my plan. I've always wanted to travel more, but she's always had a spending problem that's made saving impossible. Can't believe I hung onto this dead weight for so long. What a surprise, she has a spending problem, which then became your problem. Another thing you check to see before you get serious with a gal, you find out what she's like with money. And his last comment, these are all from the comment section I pieced together for more info. We are living in separate rooms. I got the divorce papers printed. I just need to complete and file them. It's been such a mind fuck. She's been toying with my head and going on about how she's wanting to off herself and can't control her S-word impulses. Anything to take focus off what she did to hurt and betray me. At least I got the room with the bed. She's sleeping on a couch, cushions on the floor. Seems fair. Well, there you go. I'm glad he had the balls to put her on the freaking couch. So anyhow, guys, what a mess. So pay attention to red flags. If your girl is that way and you sense all these things like lack of empathy and other things about her hanging out with other dudes and other things like that, it's best don't get involved with her. Run for the hills. She comes from an effed up family. That's another one there. So I feel bad for this guy, but you know what? He has the power to start over, as all guys can, and he's going to be okay. And hopefully he doesn't make the mistake of someone else just like her down the road.